So we've gone through a lot of things. We've broken out into a cold sweat on the security and the risks that are there. We've looked at some of the challenges that we typically see on a day-to-day basis. But what I'm pleased to do is now we're going to go on to the section of helping you through these challenges. So with Docua, we can make it as simple and as easy and as secure and as compliant as possible. First of all, when it comes to that manual data entry, what about if we can use AI-powered data extraction to extract the information that we want out of documents to save people having to key information out and saving that time and reducing potentially the error rate of keying information out. So we can save a lot of time. We can look up to 95% of time just from data entry. What about then checking those invoices, checking the data, so we can actually make sure we're not processing the same invoice twice? We can also go, and I'm going to be going into this in a demonstration, we can also start validating the supplier, not only from a supplier name level, but if we've got bank account details on an invoice, we can start checking the bank account details match on that. Again, reducing that risk of somebody trying to make a fraudulent claim via an invoice, which could potentially bypass a lot of those security layers because it maybe looks like it's come from a legitimate source. It's got no malicious code inside. All it's got is the wrong bank account details and the number that they need to pay to. We can help overcome and identify those types of challenges. Then once it's through, we've processed, we've captured the information, we can then put this through an automated approval process. What this means is we can validate, again, more information such as purchase order information, maybe delivery note information, make sure all of that matches so that is all correct and in place. We can route it to the right person within the organization or persons if we have multi-level approvals. We can make sure it goes to the right people securely. They can view the information, the documents securely, and approve those documents securely, complete with audit trails in place as well. Again, once we've got all of that processing, we're not having to go to an ERP or a finance system to then manually key that information out. We can take our clean, accurate data and process this and push this into those finance packages to ensure that the booking is taking place, it's booked in, it's approved, ready for the payment run. Finding the information, whether it is during a process or after the process, when we have that lovely time of year when an auditor maybe popped their head around the corner, we can find information and documents quickly and easily. Everything is searchable, everything is fully compliant, and everything has an audit trail and a document history. So again, finding information, we can use keywords, or we could actually segment this down into suppliers and date ranges and amounts. Whatever we need to do, we can find those documents. And I've just mentioned there, yeah, we can hopefully make your life easier if we have audits or month-end reviews. All the information is there at the touch of your fingertips for you available to review and process.